Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health and fitness, your mindset from where you are to becoming unstoppable. And today I've got a challenge for you. The challenge is improve your health and increase your profit. That is the challenge. Now I've got 6 steps here that I want you to walk through. And if you are up for a challenge, then I guarantee you that this will add to your bottom line. You will make more money if you do all the things that I am saying. So you need to bear with me. How does your health and fitness relate to better bottom line? Well, let's look at it this way. 0 health and fitness, you're dead. No more contribution to your bottom line. So then imagine if we go 10. Well, 10, you are fully focused, you are energized, you are vibrant, you have energy to burn, you are way more productive. With more energy, more productivity, what can you do? Well, you can get more of everything done. It means you can close more sales, you can be more of a strategic thinker, you can innovate, you can delegate more effectively, you can find more opportunities, you are a better, clearer thinker when it comes to those opportunities. And before you know it, one thing leads to another. You're making better choices, you're more productive, more income, more sales, reduced cost bases, more profit. So all of those things can be directly related to your health and wellness. Because if you, let's come up from 0 and say you're like a 4 or 5 or even a 6, well, is there potential there that you've missed some opportunities? Is there some potential that you are not as productive? Yes, there is. There is a direct correlation between how health and fit you are, how energized you are, assuming you're not running on stimulants, but there is clear evidence to show that the better health that you have, the more effective you'll be as a business person, the more effective you'll be in every area of your life. And isn't that something worth exploring? So the first thing that I want you to do, step number 1, is evaluate your current health and fitness out of 10. So I want you to think about that just quickly. I've got a lot to go through here, so don't stall on this one too much. Just quickly rate yourself out of 10, where you would put your current health and fitness, how you feel about you look in your body, how you feel about your inner health, etc., etc. All right, number 2, you've got your number. Number 2, we need to close the gap, because I doubt that anyone that's listening to this would put their health and fitness as 10. Even me, I live a high level of health and fitness, top 1% of health in my age group, but I'm constantly looking for those improvements. And if you're like that as a business person, an entrepreneur, then you're going to find that you've got that same mindset around your health and fitness, where you should have, constantly looking for how to improve. Now, I spoke a couple of days ago about sometimes you might be a really great business person, but you don't have that same level of focus for your health and fitness. Well, this is the time to do it. This is the time to put more focus into that. Now, step number 3, here are the key steps to help you close that gap. And you can do an assessment right now as I'm saying all these things. You say, oh, gee, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to tell you how we can help you to close the gap. First thing that you need to do, strength training, 3 days a week. So important. Make your muscles growing, make you strong, make you functionally better as well. I'm talking about being pain-free. I'm talking about being, having that body that you want. Now, what does that mean? People say, oh, well, why do I want to be strong? Well, if you're asking that question, then I would question that your health and fitness is nowhere near a 10. But think about this. If you have a stronger body, you have a better looking body, what does that mean to you? Chances are it means that you are going to be more confident. It means that you're going to feel better about your self-image. You're going to feel sexier in the body that you have. And what does that mean? Well, that brings other things to your life. It means that you're going to be more confident with your partner. If you don't have a partner, you're more likely to attract the partner that you want into your life. That's going to fill another part of your life, make you feel better about where you are, your place in the world. and that will mean that you'll feel better placed to be able to step forward more in your business or into your career if you're not running a business. So strength training is just so important. It makes you feel good. It's great for the mental clarity as well, your mental health. So important. We've seen through this pandemic the number of people that have suffered mental health issues as a result of the pandemic, not being able to go and train at gyms and doing all that sort of stuff. It's so important. So 3 days a week. Let's get say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. The next step is about cardio. Now, I encourage everybody to do a bit of cardio. Now, I say 4 days a week of about 20 minutes, and that could just be walking. So in other words, on the days that you're not doing strength training, do the cardio. So every single day you get up, you say, okay, I've got to move today. What am I doing? I'm doing either strength training or I'm doing my cardio training. And for me personally, I just go for a walk. I just walk. Either I walk outside, I walk on my treadmill, I walk around the studio while I'm having phone conversations, meetings, etc., etc. That's just a great way to help you stay focused on what's a really simple formula, as in let's move every day. It's just a case of it's either strength training, it's either cardio training. Aim for a range of 10,000 steps a day, and I think that's good to just help keep you functionally moving well too. A lot of us during the pandemic have been sitting for long periods of time. As you get older, you tend to have lower back issues and so forth, and this just helps the hips move more, get the blood circulating and feel good, and again, functionally helps you remain pain-free. The next thing is around your food. Food is the absolute foundation for anything you do in terms of your health and fitness. What you fuel your body with will help you prevent cancers, diabetes, all kinds of heart-related diseases. It's just so important. So my simple formula here, I'm just going to give you the very high level, is 6 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch and dinner and 3 snacks. 6 meals a day. Highly nutritious food, plenty of plant-based food. It's not about being vegan, but plenty of plant-based food. Getting a good serve of protein from the relevant protein source, getting some higher energy food in there as well to serve you well, and not overindulging. So no, either cut out your alcohol or certainly try and cut it down. Your sugary drinks, cut them out. Your sugary like juices and stuff, cut those out. Tea or coffee is okay, but just be careful what you add into it. Your sugary drinks, did I say that? Like your sodas and that kind of stuff. Watch what you're doing with those. Just try and eliminate them altogether. When it comes to things like processed food, try and eliminate that, or certainly cut it down. Your takeaway foods, try and eliminate or cut those down as well. And just simple steps that you do consistently will add up to making an incredible difference. Now, if you say, oh, well, I'm just too busy to do all those things, well, I would suggest that you are not focused enough on your health and wellness. Okay, it doesn't take long to do these things, and if you are really well off, have a chef prepare them for you. If that's something, if money is no object, have a chef, your personal chef, prepare your healthy meals for you. Otherwise, there are plenty of options around the world where you can order your food in, healthier options that are already done for you. You just pick the plan or whatever, and they'll be calorie controlled, and you can do it that way. Maybe adding in a few extra, snacks here and there. You can easily do that. Again, I'll talk to you about some different options at the end of this that we can talk about to help guide you through that. But your food is so fundamental. So do an assessment. Each one of these that I'm talking about, your strength training, give yourself a rating out of 10 there. Your cardio, out of 10. Your food, out of 10. Now, when it comes to water, 1.5 to 2+ litres a day. I try and drink 3 to 4 litres of water a day. Some people hardly drink any, okay? So again, rate that out of 10. If you're not getting in at least 2 litres, that's got to be less than 10. So water is so good at keeping you hydrated, which also helps keep you more alert, but it also flushes out the toxins, which again makes you not feel as sluggish, and it just makes you feel cleaner. If you feel cleaner and you feel less sluggish, then guess what? You feel better about who you are. You feel better in yourself, and you just feel more focused and more energized as a result of that. If you doubt that any of this is true, do the opposite. Cut out water, hardly eat any food or eat all processed food, don't move much, don't do any strength training, and you watch how much that has a negative impact on your, not only your outer health, but your inner health as well, including your mindset and just how sluggish you feel. Sleep. 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night is ideal. We do need a good amount of sleep. Now, with your training and everything, the more sleep you have, it helps with inflammation. If you work long days like I do, like right now I'm working around 16-hour days, if I don't get at least my 6 hours of sleep, I find that the next day I'm getting more and more tired, I'm becoming less productive, and I'll find that I'll need to have a sleep through the day somewhere, just because I can't function at that high level all the time. Something has got to give, and your body will send you signals to say, no, I'm going to shut you down now. You need to sleep, so you become more hazy about stuff, less productive, less focused, and it's like, man, it's not a good formula. So at least your 6 to 8 hours of sleep is good for optimizing your health. To be honest, I think if you're getting closer to 8 hours, I think you're probably missing out on some opportunities to, grow other parts of you and to do your workouts and that kind of stuff. So I aim between 6 on a good day. I will get 7, but I aim for around that. So again, rate yourself out of 10 there. How are you doing? All right. So step 4, this is about mindset strengthening. I want you to do this daily. Okay, you need to constantly find ways to build your mental toughness. That's what this show is all about. How do you strengthen your mindset more and more? Well, I'll tell you what won't work, and that is just doing nothing and expecting over a couple of weeks or a month, or I'll go to a seminar or something and think, oh yeah, that's going to do it. That will not work. Okay, you have to do things every single day that are going to help grow your mindset. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Yes, it might be reading things, it might be listening to things, it might be more of doing things. So listening to things passively and doing nothing will not help. Reading things passively and doing nothing will not help. You need to take these actions that you are hearing or reading and do something about them. Don't listen to something and say, oh, that's a really great point. Do it. Write it down and do something about it, or add it to an action list of things that you are going to do over the next 24 hours. Some things might be a longer term thing, but you might hear something and say, oh yeah, I really need to do something about that. I'm going to write down the point so I don't lose it, and then I'm going to write an action in my schedule, in my calendar, to go back and make sure that I do take action around that. So yesterday I was listening to something, there's a really great point came up and I said, man, that's a great idea. I've got to do something about that. So before I went to bed, I made sure that I was very clear on what I needed to do, and I started the action then. So when I got up today, I could move into that straight away. So the mindset strengthening is so important. It will help you grow. Do it daily. Step number 5, I want you to track what it is that you're doing. This is a 2-part one. I want you to track what you're doing and evaluate. So again, at the end of this, I will tell you some ways that we can help you. But when it comes to step 3, where I talked about your strength training, your cardio, your food, etc., you need to track it. Okay? And now, in just me saying that, if you say, oh, well, that's too hard, I guarantee you this, you do not have an optimized level of health if you are not doing this. Okay? Because it will create a brand new level of focus for you. Right now, you will find that if you're less than 10, I guarantee you won't be tracking what it is that you're doing. I just came back from a workout in the gym. Sunday morning, went to the gym early, did a fantastic workout. And here's what I noticed. Not one person was writing down or recording on an app or anything what it is that they were doing. What exercise they were doing, how many reps they were doing, what weight they were lifting. Not one person. They're just going through the motions. And what does that mean? Well, they might feel good, and are they still helping their health? Yeah, sure. But they don't have that focus. And if you don't have that focus, if you're not recording it, where do you think you're going to be in 4 weeks' time? 4 months' time? 12 months' time? you're pretty much going to be in exactly the same spot because you don't have a record to refer back to and say, okay, am I lifting more than, say, last week, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a month ago? How would you know if you haven't got it down? Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm sure I'm lifting more than I was then. I feel much stronger. But the reality is, if you went back and had a look and you say, well, actually, no, I'm actually really about the same. So this is why it's important. Now, I want you to track every exercise you do, every set, every rep that you do. I want you to track the days that you're training. The app that I use, it tracks how long the workout goes for, it tracks each exercise, it tracks when I enter it, the weight, the reps, etc., etc. At the end of it, I also rate the workout out of 5 stars. I also write some comments in there, like if I'm feeling completely wiped out, like today, I said it was an amazing workout, felt fantastic, and I finished with some abs just for about 5-10 minutes. I want you to track your cardio, the days that you are doing that. I want you to track your food. Now, this one will be the most painful for people. Track every single food that you're eating. Track the water that you're drinking. Now, I do this every single day. I track exactly what I'm eating. I track the amount of protein I'm eating. I track the number of vegetables. I do it in gram. Like protein, I'll say I've had 40 grams of protein. I've had 3 cups of mixed vegetables. I say these are the vegetables that I've had. I say I'll have half a cup of rice. I'll have like some flaxseed oil, or I'll have some walnuts, or fish oil, or flax meal, something like that. So I record every single meal. Why? Because once again, it keeps you more accountable. Think about it like this. Remember, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make you healthier, we're trying to make you stronger. The healthier and fitter you are, the more profit that you'll make. Think about it like this. Do you write down how much revenue that you make with each sale? Do you write down the expenses that you have? Do you work out at the end of the year how much profit you made for tax purposes and for accounting purposes? And the answer is yes. Now, why do you do that? Well, one, because it's legal, it's legislation, you have to do that. You have to lodge tax returns. But also, you want to know how you're going, right? You want to know, how much have I made? What is my daily target, weekly target, monthly target? How have I gone against this month versus last month? How have I gone this year at the same time versus last year? How is that all working? You're doing it because you're a high performer. You want to get a better outcome. Well, your health and fitness is no different to that. And if you're not tracking it, imagine if you didn't track your sales numbers. How are you going to have any idea about how you're performing? It's going to be based on your perception of how busy you are. You say, oh yeah, I must be making more money because I'm so much busier now. But if you actually track the numbers, you'd say, well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm actually making less. I'm working more now, but I'm making less because of whatever the reason is. So if you would adopt that same methodology to your health and fitness, you will do so much better and it will make more sense to you. I know it's a big step for a lot of people, but this is also the reason why most people don't succeed. Like we talked about yesterday with Liz, we were talking about creating that better vision for yourself, visualizing very strongly about what's important to you. This is just as important, tracking what it is that you're doing. Because then when you do that, I'll give you an example. My coaching clients, when I ask them to send me through their nutrition journal each week, and I'll review it, and then I'll talk to them about how they're going. And I can tell pretty quickly whether they've been having a good week or a bad week. But what the food points to is they might say, oh yeah, I've had a pretty good week. And you go through their nutrition journal and you can see that there's holes all over the place. Over the time, they become good at self-evaluating. So, yeah, no, I didn't really have a great week this week. And sometimes they're harsh on themselves. I say, well, actually, do you know what? I'd give you a 9 out of 10 for this week, even though you've given yourself a 7 because of these reasons. But when it's down on paper or in an app or whatever, you can clearly see that what is being consumed and why someone is getting the outcome that they're getting. Okay? That's how powerful it is. You could send me your nutrition journal from anywhere in the world, and I could tell you exactly what outcomes you're getting. Because your food is so crucial. It's so fundamental to what it is that you want to achieve. So that's why I encourage you to do it. And then you either evaluate it yourself over time or you give it to your coach to evaluate. Step 6, I want you to do this for 90 days. Yep, you heard me. 90 days. Now, if you want more profit, why wouldn't you do this? Because I guarantee you that if you improve your health and fitness and you stay focused on your health and fitness and follow the steps that I've said here, you will make more money. You will make more sales. You will reduce expenses. You will find a way to make your business operating model work better. You will be more profitable because your health is at a much better level, a higher level than it was before. So why wouldn't you do it? And say, oh yeah, but it's for 90 days. That sounds like so much work. Think about your business. Is that hard work? Is that constant, that what you have to do? And say, yeah, but I'm so busy in my business, I don't have time to do any of this. You don't have time not to do this. Because if you don't put the same energy into your health and wellness as you do into your business, then there's going to come a time when this shows up to you in a way that you will not like. Whether it's a blood test or a pain or something, and you go to the doctor and you find an adverse health finding, like, man, only if I had have done this, only if I had have looked after my health a little bit better, maybe I wouldn't be in this position right now. Who knows? Who knows? Have a look at I think this is 2 days ago, Maradona, one of the greatest soccer players that's ever lived, died at age 60. Now, I don't know all the circumstances around how he passed away, what his final diagnosis was. But I remember seeing him as a coach for Argentina for the last World Cup. And he looked very out of shape, very overweight. And what does that suggest to you? That he's got some unhealthy lifestyles. Now, if he passes away at age 60, and this is no disrespect to him at all, but one of the greatest soccer players of all time has left this earth at age 60 when he had so much more to give. Now, if only he had put more focus into his health and fitness, perhaps. I'm just generalizing because I don't know the full details, but just by looking at the physical person, then it would suggest that he wasn't optimizing his health. You can be the same. Optimize your health and fitness, your profit will improve. Now, there was a bunch of things in there that you may have thought, man, how do I do that? Well, this is simple. So let's take the strength program and the cardio program. I'll create a program for you. Okay, I can create those programs for you. You can have little to no equipment, do the workouts at home, or you can do them in a gym. I can do either. Easy. Your food, I'll do a tailored meal plan for you as well, so you don't have to think about, gosh, what am I going to eat? Well, it's simple. I tell you what it is that you need to eat, and then you just have to eat it. Your water, that one's simple. You can do that yourself. Sleep, you can do yourself. The tracking. So I can give you a nutrition journal that's easy for you to just enter each day, or you can get access to our nutrition app, and you can just, if you're sticking to your meal plan, it's just like tick, 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 6 times a day, and bang, you're done. It's all tracked for you. You can then upsync it, send it through to me. I can review it and give you some feedback about how you are going. It's as simple as that. There is a solution that I can hand you, as simple as that. How do you get access to that? Go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, opt in for a free consultation, and we'll start a conversation and make the rest happen for you. This is so fundamental, and yet so many business owners do not think it's that important. But here's the thing. You look at the most successful people in the world, the most successful. I was interviewing George Ross a few days ago, and he said, absolutely, health is the most important thing when it comes to your success. So, increase your health, improve your health, increase your profit. Stay safe, stay well. I'll talk to you tomorrow.